Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. It is a Thursday, actually, folks, on 9/11. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769-8609 to book a show. Every show is dedicated to the first responders, the men and women in the military, our veterans. And this show I'm going to dedicate to Charlie Kirk and his family. Usually this show is going to be a lot of fun and joke and poke around and stuff like that, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen today, Carol. We're not even going to do an intro. How's that? We're just going to go right to. There's no fun in this today, and no fun in this at all. And I want to apologize for not being on the show yesterday. I thought I'd be able to get here in time, but my mom. We had to take her to the dentist, make sure she's okay, but there was a cavity to be filled. So at 2:30 today, she's got to get it done so she can have the surgery in about a couple weeks. So I never made it in time. But we're going to start here today. I'm just going to do a quick one here, folks, for our sponsors still. Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. $50 off any Weber Spirit Travel Grills, $100 Weber Genesis Grills. Get $25 off any regular price item under $50 or $12.50 off any regular priced item over $50. Free $10 coupon when you purchase a $50 coupon. And buy select Milwaukee M18 power tools. Receive a free M18 red lithium battery, $169 value. 25% off key start replacement car keys. Always be prepared for a spare key. It's our friends from Ace Hardware. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods, and that's what they do. Carol Brandolino is in the house. Carol, first of all, also it's the 24th anniversary of 9/11 that happened on September 11th, 2001. After midnight, we total lost 2,997 civilians. We lost 8 MET paramedics. We lost 60 police officers. We lost 343 firefighters. Another coward way of doing something to the United States of America. So never forget and always remember 9/11 again. And then, of course, before Charlie Kirk, of course, another shooting in Colorado, according to ABC News, in Colorado High School, Evergreen High School. One student's in critical condition. One was discharged and went home. It's a 16-year-old kid. And I guess he self-inflicted, killed himself. I don't even know where to start on this one, Carol. I don't know where to start. Before we start, I want to say thank you to Laura and Gil and everybody from Capitol Grill yesterday. We got together for a little get-together for Rhino and Melissa, who are leaving to North Carolina. They're going to start a new life out there. So anyway, I don't even know where to begin on this. And, I'm going to tell you something. There was so much, and this is not this is not Democrat, Republican. This is a man who died at 31 years old. He left 2 babies, a wife of 4 years he'd been married, a 3-year-old daughter and a 1-year-old son. And it's as crazy as it is. It's a professional hit. I think it was an assassin of some sort, political side. Now, they found a gun. They found a weapon, supposedly. There's tons of video footage. There's a picture of him sort of walking in. They got some picture with a guy with glasses and a hat on. Got to be a younger kid, it seemed like, from what the picture, whatever they were showing. Governor Pritzker in Chicago blaming the assassination on Charlie Kirk, on Donald Trump. But I think he was also, when he spoke, it was always a peace, man. Yep. I like when he talked, I like when he talked. And I think they killed him maybe even because of his faith.
I think it's more the faith. I think this is way more than politics. It's going to, in their sick minds, I think they think it's going to help them politically because they don't have this advocate that was reaching millions of young minds that were listening to him. He was preaching like he was preaching the good word. Like I watched so many. I've been watching this guy for years. I'm devastated. I'm devastated.
The people
Like,
that were cheering on Facebook, I unfriended I don't know how many people. If you were a Trump supporter and you love Charlie, please get rid of me. Some people are saying happy that this guy is dead. Now we don't know what the person is. They caught two people. They thought they let them go. Supposedly they were not involved. We don't know what his political views were. The guy or girl, whoever it is. I think it's a guy who shot him close range, almost 200 yards away, right to his thing in his neck here, right in the neck, killed him instantly. I think he died, even though
yeah.
critical condition. I think he was
Mm-mm.
dead right then and there. If you've seen some of the footage,
Didn't watch
it was just
I didn't.
crazy.
I didn't watch it.
All flags were half mast at the White House. Carol, all the flags at the White House were half mast. Some of the flags in downtown Chicago hotels were still up high, like nothing. This Charlie Kirk was originally from Arlington Heights, Illinois. He went to Harper College.
Mm-hmm. Yep. He started at 18 years old in his parents' garage, just with this idea because he didn't want to go to college. He wasn't a college person, but he was extremely intelligent, well-read, and very, very faithful. I had so many people, I was reading so many different things, and I couldn't handle it anymore because there's just a few that are on my friends list that I really don't know. I knew them years ago, and they're talking about, they were happy, they were happy about it. And how could you dare compare him to Martin Luther King Jr.? And I'm like, have you watched? They're only watching the few videos that were put out there that go with their narrative. The only thing he really talked about that struck people, a chord with people, is that he didn't believe that, listen, two genders, that's his opinion. I mean, that's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah. There are two genders. His opinion was, because he was so faithful and religious, is no, it's a man and a woman, that whole thing, everything with, abortion, the man and woman. Listen, a lot of us don't align on those few things. We don't. Okay, you vote, you have a chance to vote, and that's how you speak your mind. But other than that, this guy spoke all about God, all about the family unit, he helped so many kids that came up there. They were seeking advice from him. They wanted to hear him. He talked to them about, how many lives he changed just in a short period of time. And that what they were so afraid of is that, his faith in God, his ability to connect with kids, younger people, millions of them. They said that, Charlie Kirk was probably the most influential person in helping Trump get elected. One of the most influential. Like, for me, this was attacking somebody because of their belief in God, so strong of a faith in God that's how he was able to sit and talk with people. He never got rude. He never promoted violence. He
actually debated people. He debated. Yes, he was willing to let people talk their side. He listened to their side. Come on,
healthy
guys.
Debate. Like, this is what we want our kids to know. I turned Gianni on to him a while back, and I said, this is how you squash your differences, talk about them. This is healthy debate. That's what this is all about. And now, how do you tell your kids?
Right. And we're not assuming anything right now. We know the man was killed professionally, I believe. It was a professional hit. I do believe, like you said, 90% of it was because of his faith in God. I do believe that. And the two gender things, there's a lot of people that don't believe in that. You might as well start shooting a lot of people if that's the case. There's a lot of people that don't believe in that. They believe in man and they believe in women. I mean, there's a lot of them like that. I mean, a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
So we're not assuming anything. But I just can't wait till they find this bastard and find out. I'd really like to find out what his political views are, because we're going to find out eventually. And I don't know, but to hurt this guy of all people, it's crazy. And just the hate that's out there, folks. This is interesting how many people stepped up. Minnesota Vikings NFL tight end Justin Jefferson already made the announcement of paying all living educational expenses for his two children out of his salary. And this is a detective, DC police chief Robert Conti said this, that every average homicide suspect has been it's amazing how many times some of these people are not, I'm not sure, we don't know about this, guys, because we don't know who did it yet. They catch them, they do something, they release them immediately. After so many attempts and different stuffs that these people criminal have on their records, they're still wandering the streets. I just don't know. It was mind-boggling to me. I didn't know what I was going to say today, but when I seen the people, how about this? The assistant dean of students at MTSU, she expressed no sympathy. Her name was Laura Sash Legacy, whatever. She was fired instantly. Matthew Dowd from MSNBC made a comment with no sympathy, no nothing. After the show, bam, fired. Another one gone. TMZ. Did you see their show, the TMZ? If people were happy when they found out the news of Charlie Kirk dying.
Well, they came on and did a they came on and they did an apology because this wasn't, this is what they said. They have a big, it's a big building, lots of different rooms.
Big building, correct.
And
not everybody.
Else, what they said is there were people in another room. It was just the horrible timing that these people were cheering. They were completely watching and dealing with some other story or a game or something. I mean, I hope that's the truth. They did come on and they talked about it, and they did say that it was just a horrible timing, and that's not what they were cheering about. So I hope that that's the truth.
I hope that's not the case. True.
Yeah.
I think it's going to ruin that whole channel. And you're right. I'm assuming it was a professional hitman. You're right. I'm assuming that. You're absolutely right.
Right. We won't know.
We won't know. Absolutely not.
Yeah, yet.
I can't wait, ladies and gentlemen, until I find out what political views this cocksucker is.
Yep.
Then I can't wait. And everybody's waiting. But when we're going to find out soon. And it's killing me inside. How about when at the House right here, the House Democrat, they were trying at the House, and they were trying for a moment of silence, and they were saying no. This is at the House, the Senate. It was just crazy to me. Carol, what I don't even know where to go.
Okay, so when I see things that are that insane, I try to go a little deeper. So I did look at the video. They did do a moment of silence for him. It was like about a good, 15, 20 seconds or, right around there. Correct. And then once it stopped, then a woman did ask, I don't remember her name, I don't know, she's a senator, and asked if they could do a prayer for him out loud. And that's when
went off. Republican Lauren Boebert. Yeah, Lauren Boebert asked for a moment of silence, and that's when the Democrats came out and shouted no.
This is the sick part, is these are the people that are supposed to be our voices. Okay. These are the people that are supposed to be our voices. And they're talking about, we don't have violence. Like in this 1 week or more, 1.5 weeks, how many people have been killed? This woman on the train by this guy. Now, I'll be honest with you. I didn't see much about it. And I'm not trying to get on this narrative, but I don't believe that they were really reporting on that as much as they should have. But I will tell you this, I think it was very, very purposefully done, that it was done live on television with millions of people watching. They were sending a message. They were sending a message. So this on the train, the woman that got butchered by this man, this scumbag, and killed, for no reason whatsoever. I didn't see a lot about it, because it doesn't fit the narrative, right? Of course, it was a black guy, white woman, whatever. It is what it is.
Right.
Now you've got millions of people watching live, people that listen to this guy. He's a preacher for all intents and purposes. They're, and this happens. That was a message. That was a clear message to everybody watching, to all these kids that are listening to this guy preach a good word. You can't speak your mind. If you're religious, or God forbid you support Trump, you got to keep your mouth shut, or this is what could happen to you. They're trying to intimidate and scare people. I wonder how many influencers right now, really like the bigger ones, are
Yeah.
afraid to go out in public and do what they do. This is their livelihood. This is what they do. How many of them are afraid? If one of them is afraid and doesn't do it anymore, the other side has won. They won because that's what they did. They're trying to knock people down and silence them from speaking their opinions, their minds, their faith. What's happening? George Floyd, when that all happened, I'm sorry, but I have to come back to this because I had people talking about it on my feed yesterday. What is George? They like made this guy a martyr. They made a guy who put a gun to a pregnant woman's stomach a martyr. George Floyd. This guy actually preached the word of God. He never did anything, never been in jail, never arrested, God forbid, was kind and generous and honest and a father. These kids are never going to know their dad. He got slaughtered, on live TV. It's sickening to me. I can't even believe that happened. I really, really can't. It brings it back to like my mom talks about Kennedy, right? That they saw this happen. I've never seen anything like this happen, but I didn't even see it happen like live. And I saw it out of the peripheral vision. Somebody posted it on my phone and I couldn't watch it because I saw how his head went back.
His head went back. Almost looked like it was fake. Almost looked like one of those, you know what I mean? You think like when you see
it was like a video game. Mm-hmm. And I can't bring myself to watch it. And I didn't tell Gianni about it because their grandmother passed away last week. So they've been through a lot. And I'm just like, I'm not going to tell him this. And then he came and said, did you hear Charlie Kirk died late last night? And I said, yeah. He goes, I just saw the video. And I said, I wish you wouldn't have watched that. He goes, Mom, it was like a video game. I've never seen anybody killed like live like that. And for him,
like a video game. You're right. It's like the zombie, like you're shooting zombie.
Right.
The game
right.
when you shoot the monsters. Yeah. It's the death of free speech now, for sure. I mean, it was getting bad here in the United States of America. Even Jerry Seinfeld for comedy. Some comics can't even say anything anymore, whether it's a joke, whether it's or not. There you go. Susan Marks said he had a bulletproof vest on too. So they probably knew he had a vest on, so they had to get him somewhere else, right?
Oh, wow.
Neck. I mean, most of them, you think they'd have some sort of protection when they go out and speak. I mean, I think that's just protocol. Whether they do it or not, it's up to them. But it's very heartbreaking, Perini. It is. You can't. It's a sad thing. And and like you said, if people are afraid to speak their mind, and the whole faith thing, I'm surprised more shootings in churches haven't happened. I'm surprised these people aren't going into every town and going crazy on churches on Sunday. I'm surprised there's not more than there is.
Look at the kids that were in the church. Listen, guys, it's about faith. It's about God. Like they're killing people, now these kids that were praying in church. Kids, people say, oh, this was the biggest argument I saw on so many of a few people. And I honestly wanted, I couldn't, I had to delete this person. Where's all the outrage for all these kids getting murdered? What do you mean? There is outrage. There's not outrage over these kids being killed. There is. They're talking about gun control still. They're still talking about gun control. And all they keep saying is Trump, cut budgets for mental health. Is that, listen, this is more than that. This is not gun control. It's just not. I want to find out. I would love to know. I hope we find out the truth. I'd love to know if this person, maybe he wasn't a professional hitman, but I want to know who sent him to do this.
Well, of course, we will never know that. We will never know that. Tony Toto says he had to be a professional shooter sniper. I don't know. That's what some people are predicting, but we don't know. Just like Boyd said, we're assuming. Yeah. We're assuming. We don't know yet.
But this guy had a gun that had precise. It was a very precise, accurate. Listen, there's scopes, there's this, there's that. But you're right. I mean, it's somebody who knew what they were doing. I'm not going to say it's a professional hitman. You can go, there's a lot of people that shoot out there for sport. There's a lot of people that know how to shoot guns
Oh
and are
yeah,
training. So
absolutely.
they don't have
There's
to
a
be a
lot.
professional
No,
hitman.
there are a lot of guys who are good hunters, and they or whatever, they know how to do it. There's a lot, it doesn't have to be a professional
No,
hitman hit. You're absolutely right.
right,
We're,
right.
like I said, we're assuming, but we think. Just like right
Mhm.
now, everybody's thinking because nobody knows.
Right,
You watch one channel, they tell you one thing. You watch another channel, it's the same bullshit.
right.
Big Boys Don't Cry said if he was black guy, they would be rioting.
That's probably true. I listen. You know what? Because of Charlie Kirk's base, they're faithful. A lot of faithful people, obviously, and probably conservatives. I think because it's his base, thank God, they are trying to go. They go low, you go high, right? They're trying to still follow their faith and not get angry, not revenge. They're still thinking clearly, clear thinking. This is his base. That should tell you the kind of people that followed this guy because of how he was. They're
I
clear
agree.
thinking and waiting to see what's going to happen. We're not rioting, we're not looting, pillaging,
Right.
breaking.
Well, you noticed that, and that's something I'm going to say again. The first assassination attempt on President Donald Trump, or before he was president, and then the second one. The conservative side didn't riot. They didn't burn
No,
buildings. They didn't rob
no,
stores. They didn't do anything. I
nope.
don't think there's anything going on now after Charlie Kirk was shot. Was there any rioting going on in the streets? Was anybody burning down houses and destroying cities like they did for George Floyd or how they did for anything else? The rifle was found in the forest. And Buddy just said something that makes a lot of sense. Gun control, gun rights, the bad guys, the guys will always find
Yes,
guns.
yes.
It ain't going to make a difference how strict you lock these things up or you can't do this. Listen, you're not allowed to take drugs, but drugs are everywhere if you have money.
And power and connections and all of that.
When you're in a public platform, the things that you say echo factual or not. That's true too. Correct.
Yeah, they do.
Absolutely.
They do. But
They do.
but boy, the thing is he wasn't spewing hate.
He
Nothing
wasn't
was
spewing hate.
ever
Exactly.
hateful. It was his
But
opinion and faith. That's it.
it's just because, again, and I'm
Yeah.
going to be crazy here, because he was a supporter of President Donald Trump.
Mhm.
Case closed.
And we had the ear of millions of young people who now are interested, guess what, in voting. They're interested in the world around them. He got them interested. So many people said that Charlie Kirk could have been president one day. Listen, he could have been, but you know what? I don't think he wanted to. He
I
didn't.
don't think he
Politics wasn't his thing per se. It wasn't. It was really
No.
teaching through God, through faith.
Right. And look,
Mhm.
guys, and here's what you said about the younger generation. It's also learning. These younger people, ladies and gentlemen, I do believe, are now, Charlie Kirk was making you think.
Yes. Yes.
That's the thing. Now, it could be very scary. It was making the men and the children, men and women of this age coming up right
Mhm.
now, the younger generation,
Yep.
he was actually saying, wait a minute.
Mhm.
Maybe some of these younger kids would say, now I'm going to think, instead
Yeah.
of being brainwashed one side or
Right.
the other.
Right.
That not only kids, I think anybody that listened to him say, wait a minute, they might step back and think.
Right. Right. Because it's healthy debate.
It seems like the Democratic side doesn't want people to think on their own. It seems like they want control. I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying in general, from what I see.
Mhm.
To think. Is it now? Is it sad in this world now, ladies and gentlemen, that you're going to get in trouble to think? You might as well be robots in the next 25, 30 years. That's what they're going to end up doing.
They are doing it. Right. Right. They are doing it. They're already creating robots. I mean, this is what they're trying to do. People have to stand their ground now, and now more than ever, they have to speak their mind. Keep your faith. Be good. Do good. You can't go to their level. We can't. We can't. But you got to understand that the evil's out there. My friend lost her husband at 39 years old. about 5 years ago to pancreatic cancer. One of my best friends. He was 39. He died when his third child, and it was his first son, was 6 months old. Okay. Yesterday, she shared something that her daughter asked her. They're young kids when he died too. She said, my daughter asked, could you imagine having to tell your young kids that their father died when they saw this stuff about Kirk? And my friend said, with tears in her eyes, she said, yes, but one was God's will and the other was the devil's. Because she had to tell her daughters that their father died. And her daughter didn't even think about it like that because of how he died. That, oh my God, can you imagine having to tell your kids that their father died? And my friend had to do that. And she said, yes, I can't imagine it. And then she said, one was God's will and the other was the devil's. And that summed it up for me. That's it.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Dakota, my friend from Las Vegas, how you doing, buddy? Don't speak your opinion after the millions that died and fought for freedom for speech. Doesn't matter if you agree with Kirk or not. No one should be killed for an opinion, especially someone who doesn't make laws. And there are others that hurt people every day walking the streets. This guy wasn't even running for a political part or anything like that. I mean, come on. And you know what? Bad enough that your father is dead, that your father died. But when they're smart enough to go up on Google, and look, and their kids are smart these days. They Google it right now. They can see the video footage of their father being killed. It's not like your dad died in his sleep. You know, hey, Wendy, Petey, Daddy died last night in his sleep. He's in heaven now with God. No, Dad died, and they look up how he died, and you see his father talking and going back like this. Shot in the neck. And those kids can see that over and over and over and over again.
I don't know.
Now, where you go, the fact that they were there and witnessed it.
Oh, they were there? His family was there?
According to Wendy, the fact that they were there and witnessed it. Now, that I did not know, Wendy.
Me neither.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Dakota said, too, his wife and children were present.
Oh, my God.
Your life, I can't wish that upon anybody. No. As much as I hate certain people, and I don't hate people, but I mean, as much as I don't like people on the other side of this whole political shit, I wouldn't want these people to get hurt. And I wouldn't want anything to happen to these people. It's insane.
Not being sad about it is one thing. Actually being happy about it is another. But to cheer and put it out there and that to me, I don't even know. I have no words for it. I have no words.
You can't. I see people on Facebook saying if you were a Charlie Kirk fan and you like Trump, ha 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 ha, unfriend me. And these people have to put this shit on there and push the button send with no fucking remorse whatsoever. No thinking of anything. Right.
Problems. And there's the mental illness, the amount of hatred that these people are filled with, the ones that are the radical ones, the amount of hatred that they're filled with. I feel almost sorry for them because how awful and sick are they on the inside, in their heart, in their mind? What happened to them to be that evil?
Now, people are going to throw the mental thing. I understand that's out there. And I'm sure that doesn't help when someone's already has that problem. So then if they follow another agenda with that problem already in, it's going to... Thousands of conspiracy theories will be popping up all over the place. If you don't feel sad about the situation or any other violent incidents, there's definitely something wrong with you. Thank you, Boyd. And that's what I said. Look, and it makes sense. Pina, this is so scary what the world is coming to. Can't go anywhere. Can't say anything. Freedom of speech went on. Yeah, well, we've lost freedom of speech. Let's go back. Freedom of speech was starting to be gone after 2020. before the whole COVID, when they took away the Washington Redskins and they took away the syrup on the bottle and all this stuff, mama this and all. It's been going away. It's been going away for a while now. But to people, I was trying to read a comment that is very, oh, here you go, Dakota. Why kill anybody? Be a man. Punch him in the face if you don't like what he has to say.
Exactly.
And you know what? This guy, this person was a coward. He couldn't do it in front. He had a way of sneaky bastards. That's what I mean. Coward.
Yep.
He's gone, but his message will still be there. His followers will still follow him. Someone else will step up and keep preaching what he has to do.
Yep. There's lots of videos out there. His words, his videos are everywhere. They can continue to teach and promote faith and for the young kids, and I think all of his people in his Turning Point USA, they're gonna carry on his his mission.
Yeah, they're gonna keep it going. And absolutely right. Again, thank you, Francine. He was from Arlington Heights. I did go to Harper College. They did catch 2 people that were under custody, but they were later let go, released. Shot from 200 yards away, excuse me. 3-year-old daughter and a 1-year-old son. He just married the wife. They've only been married 4 years. Newlyweds, technically.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, Ronnie B. You make a lot of sense. And it is September 11th. Ever since the towers got hit, our freedom has been lost. I'm not going to blame I'm not going to blame a political thing right now because I can't. We don't have any. I got my feelings about it. I have my opinions about it. But I do believe most of it was because of faith, the faith that he preached of God. And there's a lot of people that don't like that. There's a lot of people in this world that hate the faith more than the political Democrat or Republican side. They hate the faith of God. They don't believe. How could you believe in that?
Yep.
Did you notice when the guy he was speaking to about shooting with gang shooting, Charlie didn't have a chance to answer the question? That's when he got shot. They should question that guy asking the question. Was it a question that got him shot? Really? Albert says his casket is being transported to Phoenix. Air Force 2 will transport Kirk's body. But here's what I want to ask you guys, the people on the Democratic side. Fact. Everybody's listening. This is fact. Did you see the governor of the United States? The governor of Illinois said he blaming this assassination on President Donald Trump? That's a fact. You Democrat people, I'm just wondering, that believe this? But Pritzker said out of his mouth. Pritzker said it.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that? Good point, Boyd. What religion was he from? Anybody know? Charlie Kirk's religion, his faith?
I don't know. I thought he was Catholic. That's what I thought. I
thought he was Catholic too. I'm not quite sure, but it is a good question. There you go. Tony Toto, 200 meters. That's 650 feet away. 200 meters. When our governor and our state, ladies and gentlemen, of Illinois, we live in this state. Our governor said this. Our governor. We all heard it. It's fact. It's not bullshit. It's on every channel.
Right.
Thank you, Gina. He said he was Christian. Thank you, Gina. Thank you, Big Boys Don't Cry, Christian.
I
don't know. It's hard to even think about what anything else that's going on in this crazy world. When they shoot a guy like this, just like they shot John Lennon. Well, one guy thought he was John Lennon, but John, another guy, peace, peace,
Yeah.
peace and love. Only thing that came out of John Lennon's mouth,
Yeah.
peace, peace. They can't stand. Lee Harvey Walsh. You know what though, Boyd, you could be right. I believe that somebody put him up to this. If it's a if it's a professional hitman hit, someone had to put this guy up to it. You're right. It could be the Lee Harvey Oswald stuff. We don't know. All right. So now Mary says he's a devoted Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
He was a Christian. Was so glad I'm out of Illinois. All right. So he was a Christian and now he's a devoted Catholic. Thank you, Mary. Anyway, he was preaching the word of God.
I just don't know what makes people so angry and people are being kind and loving. And I don't understand.
Yeah. How does this affect this guy who shot him? How does speaking about God affect someone's life? Boy, I hate this guy or girl, and I want to go out and take care of him. You know, if you're watching them on television, or however, social media platform, Charlie Kirk or anybody else that's talking about God, why don't you just change a fucking channel? Change a channel. Go watch something else. I mean, it's that simple. Why is it? It's mind-boggling to me. You don't like him? You don't like what he says? Don't watch him. Change a channel. You go back and sit in your little fucking room and stop a way of assassinating somebody?
Mm.
Okay, Mary, he was also closely connected with the evangelistic communities.
Look, so many people have gone online and said they were affected. Men, tattoos. I mean, probably out of prison, that have these platforms on social media, and said, "Death does not affect me." Like they just said, people die every day. Death does not affect me. I've seen death. I've lived it. I've whatever. Come close to it. And so many people have said that this one hit different. And to be honest with you, it happened to me too. I mean, I'm always sad, always. Of course, I get, just heavy heart when, of course, children, that makes me sick. Look, I have children. That makes me so sick. But for this one, I think it's because he was good. I think it's because truly we all are craving kind goodness in the world and somebody to just speak to people and preach, and people were listening, and he was effective. Everybody kept saying he's effective, and the more effective you are, the more they want to eliminate you. And I believe that. Look at all the people that were effective. Kennedy, Martin Luther King. This is the truth.
Well, you know what? It is. And here you go, John. This is your brother, John, making sense here. Why are we so shocked? People have been killing and dying in the name of God since time. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I mean, let's Kennedy, Martin Luther King, John Lennon, peace. I mean, it might have not been our same God, but they were preaching to some faith of something out there.
Yeah. And denouncing violence. What do you want? I mean, I don't. There's just nothing. I just can't wait to find something out because people need answers. His family needs answers.
We're not going to get the answers. I'm going to ask you guys that are listening now, men and women, everybody listen. You think we'll find out? I think they'll find out who killed him. I just don't know if we'll find out why they killed him, who was behind the killing, or was it just a crackpot that took it upon himself? I don't know. Wendy Thompson says, hi, Wendy. Hope you're doing well. How can people be so angry when they don't even know him personally or had a personal interaction with him? Look, guys, we all know this. I don't care how nice you are, how good you are, whether it's live in person or on this kind of platform or any other platform. There's people that are going to hate you no matter what.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's the truth. And you know what? I encourage people I guess. I don't know if it's anybody that would be listening to this show. I doubt it. I hope not. But I encourage people to go watch just a handful of his videos, just random ones, talking to kids on the campuses. Go watch some random ones. I watched about 100 of them from yesterday when this happened because I watched him all the time.
Yeah.
But I was trying to look for something that I was missing.
You
all
can't.
the time. I'm listening to him, and I can't because he was just so good, and he tried to help, and he preached family and love and respect for your wife and your children, and don't drink, don't do drugs. Any parent's dream that they would want their college students, college age children listening to. I just don't get it. I just honestly don't get it. Mm-mm.
There's Carol. There you go. And here I come on this side. Here we go again. You're absolutely right, Carol. We just lost you for a couple of seconds, but you came back. I tried looking back at some of the videos too. I couldn't see anything that said, triggered something to go completely crazy. Except, like you said, the thing about the transgender thing, he was very against that. I think that but a lot of people talk about that. I mean, come on. There's Boyd Mixent, that lunatic in Highland Park that shot all those people. Same kind of thing. Wendy believes that they already know.
You went away. Oh, you're gone again. And now you're back. Now you're back. Do you hear me?
There you go. Now I'm back. Okay. Just like the third time this is happening. All right. Looks like it stopped now. But like I said, they could know. They tell you who it is. I mean, this news, this will go on for a very long time. Hear about Charlie Kirk, followers, and his family, and this lunatic for a very, very long time. Figure out who did it. Once they let the public know who did it, once they find out the background, follow the money behind it, as people would say, it's I don't know. It's just a sad folks in the world. There you go. Boyd says, "Carrie, you like the magician's assistant?" Poof! 1 minute we're there, 1 minute we're not. Yeah, Lucky Charms, yeah. But
magic.
It's a sad world. We always said it was a sad world. Be kind to everybody out there, but it doesn't make a difference. Here's your perfect example. Charlie Kirk was kind when he spoke to people. He listened to people. He would when he wanted to debate. He would debate you at least. Hey, let's talk about it. Why do you hate this or why do you hate this? Okay, you got a point. What about this? What about that? You like people like that. You want people like that.
Yeah.
And thank you very much, Jerry Maselli. His opinion, ladies and gentlemen, was based on facts.
That's another problem for people. Facts. You pull some facts out, people get really pissed off because you can't argue with facts. And he had a lot of. You're right. He
had a lot of facts. You made the comment. I got some shit for making the comment about the shooters, that they were transgender males or transgender female. That's fact. We don't make that shit up.
If that's what was reported, all we did was
follow the report.
Right. It is what it is. You can't
change
that.
Today is a new opportunity, not to be perfect, but to be better than yesterday. I think that's important in life in general.
Yep.
Carlo, how you doing, buddy? Federal and local officials recovered ammunition with a rifle that appeared to be engraved with the statements expressing transgender and anti-fascist ideology. So it was engraved on his rifle. Just like the last lunatic was engraved on something about Trump on his rifle. Remember they had a engraving? What was
Mhm.
that? The last somebody else recently? There you go, Wendy. Could that rifle been planted in the forest where they found it? Who knows?
Yeah, maybe they want to put it on the transgender community because they don't want it to look
Correct.
political.
Correct. Why not
Who-
put it on them? Get more hate on them. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Let's
right.
wait for Oliver Stone movie in 20 years about this. They have images of the suspected assassin and currently tracking him. Looks like college age white male. Absolutely. I did see something on the. Here you go, folks. FBI released photos of a person of interest in shooting the death of Charlie Kirk. Now he's got an American flag. I don't know if that's Trump on there. I can't tell. Call 1-800, call the FBI. If you see, this is the picture right now. Supposedly, Carol, it seems like it's a gun and a flag of some sort. Looks like a younger guy, glasses. Looks like a young kid. I don't know. I bet she's 30 years old, somewhere like that. How about this? This is stuff that's been happening on social media. This piece of shit owns a record store in McHenry. Time to make him famous. He's woke, folks. You know what they mean business. Here's what this guy's post, Tim Willie. Here's what his quote on social media, folks. I don't know who the fuck shot the man, but I'll buy him a beer. There's a man who owns a record store in McHenry, Illinois.
Get ready to shut down your business, buddy. Get ready to shut down your business because it's what a dummy.
Yeah, and no one noticed him. That's the sad part. Or they did notice him, and certain people didn't report it. Person was captured walking away. He had a ponytail and a beard. Of course, and over here, there's no beard or ponytail. He could have shaved that off right when he got to a hole. Who knows? The person was highly skilled. I doubt it was a kid. All right. The FBI is now offering a reward of up to $100,000 for information leading to the identification and arrest of the individual responsible for the murder. But here's a guy from Illinois that owns a business, mind you, a record store business. And you know what? I don't know how much money those record stores make right now because not a lot of people are buying vinyl, but it made a comeback. Right. It made a comeback. But for him to just put that out there like that. Here you go. This is news from all around. Jelly Roll took a stand last night that no one saw coming, but no one will ever forget. Midway through his set in Nashville, as a handful of anti-American chants began to near the front of the stage, the country music legend didn't shout back, didn't fight back, didn't say anything bad. He began singing softly, God Bless America. First, just him, one voice, calm and steady. Within seconds, the crowd of 25,000 rose to their feet and joined in the voices swelling of God Bless America, even though there was some anti-American people in front watching the concert. He was reminding everyone what it means to lead with grace, not rage.
Mm-hmm. Huh.
They were just talking about listening to the TMZ can be heard cheering as they receive the news that Charlie Kirk has died. But just like you said, Carol, TMZ is a big building, supposedly. It was on the other side of I don't know. We're going to find more information about that.
Mm-hmm.
But if that is true, that channel is done.
Mm-hmm.
They will stop that channel too.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Only
John Lennon's killer. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Carol. What were you saying?
No, that's it. Only time will tell. I just have no words, I guess.
There you go. Who's that heavy set? Oh, Gabriel Fluffy Iglesias. He's a
Yeah, he's a
comedian.
comedian. Hmm.
Free speech should not be a death sentence. If you didn't like what kind of things the man said, you had the choice not to listen. Taking a man's life because you disagree with him is cowardly. At the end of the day, he was a father, husband, and a human being. Something like we just said in the beginning of the show. Change the fucking channel. Turn the radio off. Turn the TV off. Turn your computer off. Pass the fucking quote, the post that comes on if you don't like it.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's that simple. Guys, we do it. Guys and girls, guys, we do it every day. We're sitting in front of a TV, right? When we're at home and we're watching TV. How many
Hmm.
times we flip it because we don't want to see it?
Right.
Commercials or stuff, but we flip it. We've been doing it for years.
Right. Yeah.
It's the same
And
thing.
yeah, it's that easy. It's that easy. But you got the keyboard warriors, like we say. But you know, everybody on social media is saying their opinion and speaking and doing their things. But the difference is it's millions of people, and he was going out there, well, hundreds of thousands and tens of thousands in person, just out there in the open at these college campuses. He wanted to be around people. He wanted them to come up and debate and talk to him and be personal with them and hand them their hats. And he was just a happy guy. I
John
mean,
Lennon did the same thing. John Lennon sat and would talk with his assassin 2 days before he got killed. Martin Luther King would talk to people all the time. There you go. Another comment on social media. Rooting for Charlie Kirk's murder tonight. That's right. Only unhinged liberal Democrats do these things. Instead, we pray and hold peaceful rallies. Tonight, Democrats refused a moment of silence for Charlie Kirk's tonight meeting. Well, we said that they did give him a moment of silence, whatever it was. But then when that lady asked for the Republican lady again, make sure I got her right name. She asked for it. Laura Boebert, if I'm pronouncing her name right, asked for a moment of silence, and that's when some of the people in the House shouted no, but they did give him a moment of silence.
yeah, she wanted a prayer. She wanted an actual, an out loud prayer. And that's when they lost their shit. God forbid. I mean, can you just stand up and you don't have to say anything out loud? Let the others grieve and pray, let them do what they do.
Democrats refused a moment of silence for Charlie Kirk, but we said that tonight's meeting, but they kneeled for an idolized, repeat violent criminal, George Floyd. That tells you what you need to know.
Yep.
Oh, hey, Boyd makes something. Look what he just said. Makes sense. And then there are those who like to slow down to take a peek at a car wreck. Some people will slow down traffic, hope to see if someone got sliced up or killed in a car accident. Oh, look at that guy. Look at the head over there.
Yeah. Nosy. Bored people.
When hero stumbles, the coward rejoices. Nothing feels better to a coward than to see a brave guy fall. David Chappelle quoted that comic.
Yeah.
When you assassinate someone that wants to hear your opinion and debate your point of view, there is something horribly wrong with society. That's what he wanted to do. We talked about this how many times?
Yeah. Yeah.
To Charlie Kirk's shooter, you are a coward who failed a mission. You hid in the shadows, pulled the trigger, and ran. That's not justice. That's a coward. You feared his words because they're stronger than your bullets. You didn't silence him. You proved his words have power. You didn't kill his voice. You amplified it. You didn't end the movement. You grew it. Charlie's fight is our fight, and we will never back down. We can read these all night, all day.
Yeah.
We won't know. Hopefully, we'll find out something eventually. Yeah, there you go. It's called Morbid Curiosity.
Yeah.
I don't know, Carol. I mean, never thought, we can't even, we got 3 or 4 minutes left. Again, we were talking about, of course, the assassination of Charlie Kirk. If you're just tuning in, the horrible assassination of a very good man. And of course, 9/11 anniversary. Man, it's almost like it was done on purpose. 24 years ago. I don't know. And to talk about anything else would be crazy right now. And tonight, just guys, we'll be at the Village Tavern in North Riverside tonight, and with Jerry Jams at 7:00. Tomorrow we are returning to Chicago Prime Steakhouse, and Saturday we'll be at the Sold Out show in Galena. The deck is sold out. It's 100 seats, I think. There is some lawn seats available, but forget about it. Winery. And we'll talk about something good now. St. Jude's, which me and Carol are involved with. And that's going to be this Sunday at the Melrose Park Civic Center. 12 o'clock it starts. 12:30 the entertainment starts. Entertainers like Ani B. Elvis and Deborah, his wife, John Anthony, Regina Karma, Stephanie Lemon Bregner, Bill Saratella, Elliot Winbush, Nixa Hodges, yours truly, with Tony Toto and Danny Raimondi. The band will be backing us up. But it's going to be cool. And then they have the giant buffet. I mean, the great food, and of course, the Night to Remember package. Again, now, Carol, you were saying that's the Night to Remember. The first thing you guys put out is almost sold out, but you have another one you're going to be selling. Tell us about that.
Yes. So the Night to Remember package is $1,000 value. It's a prize, a raffle. And the first one we put it out on the internet. People started asking, can we buy them? So we've been selling them, and they're almost sold out. Hopefully to be sold out by today or tomorrow. $25 a ticket or $50 for 3 tickets. And with that, if you do win that prize, like I said, $1,000 value, $300, you get a gift certificate to Gibson's for dinner, $350 for the Drake Hotel in Oak Brook, $200 for the Drury Lane Theater, and then a $150 gift card to just a Visa gift card to maybe take care of your transportation, drinks, whatever it is you want to use for it. So we added a second one just last week, and we're going to sell those, and from the second package. Exact same package, only at the St. Jude event. So I'll be selling them. We have a couple other people that are going to be out there, all the volunteers that are out there selling the Night to Remember. You can't beat it. It's going to the kids.
No,
$50 is going to get you $50 is going to get you 3 tickets. A lot of people are doing $50 or $100. $100, they're getting 6 tickets, and we're only selling 100 tickets. So your chances of winning, are great. So, we'll see what happens. We're excited about it. There's going to be a lot of people. The music's going to be great. The food is always amazing. I always starve myself for a day or so in advance, because I think I end up eating like 3 hot dogs from Jimmy's. I eat like a jerk. I went on there, but the food is so, so good there. And the entertainment obviously is always awesome.
That
so
is
looking
good.
forward to it. This Sunday, tickets still
And
available.
like you said, it is
at the
for a
door,
good
guys.
cause.
Yep. You can get tickets.
$40 at the
Still
door,
available.
folks. All you can eat, all you can drink. You got entertainment. You've got this. It's a good, and the most important thing, it goes to the kids from St. Jude's. And remember, if you're not familiar with St. Jude's, when your family or kids go to St. Jude's, they never get a bill for nothing. Zilch.
Yeah.
St. Jude's for the kids, which is important. It really is. Also, I know, I think Patrice will be there with the Chicago Honey Bears. I know my wife Laura will be there with her Braven Leaf, selling her some of her health products. I know we got Phyllis's carrot cakes on sale. We also got Mama D's flavored Mama D's flavored breads are back. Pumpkin, apple spice, caramel apple, pumpkin chocolate chip, $11 a piece, $6 for minis, 2 for $10. Get them at your fall parties for the holidays while supplies last. Contact Natalie Bosch on Messenger at 847-523-0400. After I leave here, we're going to take my mom to the dentist and get that cavity filled so we can get that done, and then she'll have her surgery as soon as we got the okay. We were hoping that there was nothing wrong with her teeth, but my mom wasn't, Take care of all of you. Blessed day. Thank you all for putting your 2 cents in. Thank you, Carol, for sending me the picture. And then hopefully we'll find out what happened. Hopefully we do. I will say a prayer to my friend out there, Brentwood Bill. Prayers to my buddy Bill out there. And we can save all this other stuff for next week. But let's talk about almost home for dogs on the 17th. Mary, act of kindness immediately after Charlie Kirk passed away. Billionaire Elon Musk stepped in, pledging to pay all living and educational expenses for Kirk's 2 children. This action not only helped Kirk's family ease the burden during their time of grief, but also caused a stir of social media as many people expressed their admiration for Elon Musk's kindness and tearful moment. And it's a nice gesture that their financial stuff will be taken care of, but still, you ain't bringing back daddy.
Right. Yeah.
And you're not bringing back the husband, your father. But it was a great, when people come together. After 9/11, a lot of people came together. I hope more people come together. Next Wednesday, Almost Home Foundation for Dogs, another great charity we're doing at Kelsey's Roadhouse, 7 o'clock, 50-50, split the pot, outside patio. It's huge. Me and Double Tony Toto will be there doing our stuff. The Getaway in Lake Geneva on the 20th. Will also be during the day at the Elk Grove Sisters, the Elk Grove Parade, but we're doing it for the Village Sisters of the Gulo family. They're doing a big thing for sisters, and on the float, if anybody wants to join us, you're welcome to. On the 21st of, we'll be at the Italian Fest in Kenosha, me and Bill Sartella, 27th Taverna. October 5th, we will be in Arizona, folks, at Scottsdale, 847-687-8282 for any tickets for that event. And, of course, Tony Ocean and Friends. Tickets will go on sale on Wednesday, Ron Onesti says, at the Des Plaines Theater, Sunday, November 9th. Some quick birthdays here. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, hon.
I was just going to say, don't forget next Thursday. I'm sure you'll talk about it next week. But next Thursday, we're going to have Tommy McIntosh, who's running for state Senate, 33rd District. He is going to be on, and he's going to be interviewed at, I think it's 12:30.
Yeah, we're going to both interview him. Yeah, Tommy McIntosh, a good guy. He's going to be on. And tomorrow we have, of course, Wendy Thompson from Imperial X will be coming on the show for a little bit. And then we have a good friend of ours who wrote the new Walter Payton book. And we'll talk about, of course, Sweetness, Walter Payton, for all you Chicago Bears fans. That'll be tomorrow on Ocean's Pit at 12 o'clock, folks. Birthdays, country singer Mark Chestnut, Chrissy Hine from The Pretenders, Jane Curtin, formerly of Saturday Night Live, Bill Cosby, 87 years old, Mary-Kate Ashley Olsen, 39. The twins are 39 years old. Buddy Holly, the day the music died, another great entertainer. Peter Frampton, Kathy Delaney, good friend of mine from Elmwood Park. Chuck Norris, Sid Caesar, Michael J. Fox. This is Benjamin Orr, the Cars. So many great people. Morgan Freeman, 88 years old. My good friend Rosemary from Tavern over there in Melrose Park. Happy birthday, my friend. And fellow Rat Packer from Ocean's Rat Pack, who plays Sammy Davis Jr., Elliot Wimbush, celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday, Pally. I look forward to seeing you on Saturday. Guys, the sponsors, I'm sorry, just too much to go through today. We will bring back, we'll mention the sponsors a couple more times tomorrow. And today's weather, folks, 77 degrees, 52% humidity, 5-mile-an-hour winds, Supposed to be sunny all day, no rain in the forecast. Tonight we'll be at Village Tavern. I hope to see you all. Jeff Hunt, how you doing, buddy? I hope you're doing well wherever you are on your road. Be safe, everybody out there. Again, thank you, our good friends from Ace Hardware, folks. It's important. Don't forget to download the Ace app. All new Ace apps download. Receive a $10 coupon just for downloading the app. And again, our prayers out to the Kirk family.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody from
We got to
9/11.
do better. Yeah, but we got to do better.
We got to do better. We got to come together, folks, and that's all we can do. And we're just a very small platform here, folks. I mean, there's people, millions and millions of other podcasts out there that are spreading the word of God and faith and peace. Mm-hmm. That's what we need to do. Mm-hmm. Let's try. Mm-hmm. Be kind to one another. Buy local, shop local, support local establishments, support live entertainment. And like I said, if you don't like something on this show, if you're offended, just turn it off. That's it. Turn any show off. Just don't watch it. That's simple. You know, it's like skipping through your Spotify. I don't want to hear this one today. I don't want to hear this one today. I don't want to keep going down till you find one you want to hear, you know. Carol Brandolino, thank you so much. I hope you have a great weekend. I know definitely we'll see you. It's going to be a lot of fun for St. Jude's this Sunday, folks, starting at 12 o'clock at the Civic Center in Melrose Park this Sunday on the 14th of September. Ringo Starr says peace and love, and peace and love. That's what we need. God bless you all, and thank you for watching. Have a great afternoon. God bless. Thank you.